Hello and welcome. I hope you're safe and well. In today's exciting episode, it's a bead haul, but it's just sequins. And yeah, I give you a teensy tiny quick update on what I've been doing because I did a triangle on the back of the second jacket. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket. I am so sick of all these things sitting on this rack here. I think at the start of next month, my first episode will be a big one where I do everything I made in September, October, November, December last year, because I still haven't done that video, honestly. Anyway, so I did some more embellishment work, and then I had nothing to show you on the video because it took forever, but it's not much work. Doesn't look like much work. So we're going to do a bead haul. And I had this bit of tweet out because I have to make this in the next month because I need it ready for the start of May. So these are the sequins that I was using for the triangle on the back of the boho keys one. This is the right of return one with the tiny little jewelry keys, and there's sort of a browny orangey gold, like burnt orange gold, and they just look so good with this pattern because it's got this sort of rusty brown golden parts in the design of the fabric, and it just goes so well. But yeah, it took the longest time to do this triangle because obviously these sequins are much smaller than the other jacket. Has a gold triangle on the back as well, but it's more bright, like it's yellow gold, and they're large ones. And these ones, oh my gosh, it took so long, but I'm really, really happy with the way they turned out. I went round in triangles rather than going in straight rows. And it's weird. You can actually tell from the way it looks directional. It's so weird. I didn't think it was going to look directional, but it did. Anyway. So, yes, I decided I have this big storage box of sequins beside me at my desk here. So here they are. So I was like, whatever. We'll just, instead of getting out some actual beads, well, technically sequins are beads, I decided to get out the box of sequins and just show you what I've got in here. There's still some that haven't made it into the box because I used to store my beads in colours. So the blue sequins were in the blue box, the beige were in the beige, that sort of thing. So anyway, these, and then I had a separate box for sequins that I used to do. See how this jacket isn't beaded all over? It's got a beaded trim going around the edges. Well, I make the beaded trim separately. I staple gun some netting, a couple of layers of netting to a frame, and then I bead into that. Well, it's the beaded trim has a base of large sequins, and then you bead on top of that, and that way when you cut it off, when you finished it and you cut it off the frame, then you have to hand stitch it to the jacket. Well, if it's got a flat base of sequins, it's much easier to stitch it to the jacket. It actually stays flat like it's supposed to. And yeah, so that's what I had these set aside for, and that's why there's so many of them, and they're sort of in weird colours because I just sort of had to buy what colours there were and then sort of work with that. And this is a sample, like if you buy fabrics from Mood Fabrics and you buy like more than $100 or more than $200 for every like $50 or $100 you spend, I can't remember, but you get like 1 or 2 free little samples. So I usually get tweeds, but some of some of them you can't get. So then I got this one and I got a sample of it. I'm not going to buy the actual fabric, but I kept the sample because it's just weird. And I'm going to carefully cut off each of the sequins and I'm going to use them in something else. And I'm not sure what. Maybe one of the vintage brooch jackets, because the reverse side of those colourful sequins is it kind of looks like a big bling gem, sort of, not really, but maybe to fill in the jacket. Anyway, so these are tiny little flowers, and I used them on the goldfish jacket or the pineapple jacket. It was started out life as the goldfish jacket because the actual fabric has goldfish on it or koi fish on it. But then I decided it looks like a pineapple. So then I strung little actual pineapple beads on the back. Anyway, these orangey gold flowers plus these yellow flowers were what I used. And then speaking of pineapples, I also have some novelty sequins that look like pineapples because of course I do. And I bought these a long time ago, so there's enough to make one full jacket. So we've probably got enough to make a very, very busy bolero or two, and or two boleros. And these are just standard large round sequins with like the ones that I used in the Rainbow Raindrops jacket. I fold them in half, punch another hole in them and secure them that way. But with these ones, what I'm thinking of doing, because they're the colour of pineapple and I've got novelty pineapple ones, maybe I could like hang them down on, and I've got some other golden beads that are kind of pineapple colours, so I might hang it down, put on one of the large round sequins and then put the pineapple in front of it, maybe. I'm not sure, but I want to do something fun with them. Next we have, continuing the theme of novelty sequins, we have the butterflies. Now I have loads of blue and orange butterflies, but I have slightly more orange. So the blue and orange ones are for the butterfly jacket, which I'm halfway through. And then I've also got some yellow butterflies, some pink butterflies. If I combine them, I think I've got enough for one jacket out of them. And then I've got a few leftover orange ones, and I've got enough green ones for maybe one jacket. So I suppose I could split the yellow and the pink and use them on two separate ones, because the yellow ones, they look sort of, you can't tell now, but in person they go really well with gold, and so do the orange ones. So I could mix them in. Oh, and I'm thinking about using the handful of leftover orange ones on the boho flower jacket. This is actually the boho keys jacket, but I was lazy. I was sitting at my bench and I just turned around to put them on that one. But yeah, so they're gorgeous and I want to use them on something. I just don't know what. And these are flowers. So they're punched in a different way, but yeah, they're the same basic material that the butterflies were made out of. And this is the cactus flower jacket, which, oh my gosh, this was a labor of love. I had to stop it a few times and I'm like, we'll take a rest because it's really, really complicated. And the flowers on the neck are, so it's a leftover yellow one from the cactus flower jacket plus some fabric flowers. So on my Make 9 for this year, one of them is make another fabric flower jacket. So I'm thinking of maybe using some of the yellowy gold ones up in that. Otherwise, I think there might be enough to do a bolero, which would be awesome because I love the cactus flower jacket, but it's quite the, like, it's a big thing. And if you just wore a bolero that's totally super bling, then it's different than wearing a full jacket. So I think I'd wear the baby version, more. So then I've got some spearmint. These actually look really good on this tweed, because I was originally going to make a Chanel style jacket out of this tweed, but I'm thinking now of making two boleros because one of them's going to have 355 silver bullet shaped spikes on it, but the other one I could do in a different way. Anyway, this is me showing you that the spearmint green, some of them sort of on the right shoulder, so the right hand side has quite a few of the mint green ones on there. But yeah, obviously I haven't used very many of them. I might squeeze a few more into the Rainbow Raindrops jacket, perhaps. I'm not sure. Anyway, next we have black flowers. I don't think I've actually used them on anything yet. I'm thinking of, I've got this green rayon that's got sort of dots of white and black on there in a sort of camouflagey type look. So I was thinking of doing black flowers with dark green beads on there, or white flowers with green beads on there, because to give it, I love these flowers called snowdrops, and I thought I would do that for them. Anyway, next we have the aqua and teal beads, and yeah, I think these will look really good all together. I use some of these large brown sequins that I've folded in half. I used some of them on the Rainbow Raindrops jacket, but I've still got loads left. I was thinking of using these aqua ones here. I used some of them. I'm pointing out that some of them are vintage and some of them are just normal ones. I am obsessed with vintage sequins because they hand punch them in. Some of them are from Paris or France, and some of them are from Italy, and like they're really rare, and they're just amazing. Anyway, so and these are novelty sequins, so more of the flower ones, but they're not like those other pretty cactus flower ones. These are from a different sort of more metal looking material. I can't remember when I bought these. It must have been a very, very long time ago, because Gucci 2011, there was this amazing collection. It was like gangster chic or something. I don't know. Italian fashion is sometimes a little questionable on their themes and motives, but the color combinations are absolutely amazing. And yeah, I just love like the purple and the red and the gray and all the different blues and teals together. It's just so gorgeous. And this is a sort of a greener sea foam version of that. And I just love all the colors together, plus gray, plus black, or neutral in there as well. So this one here, because when you buy these novelty sequins, you buy a pack of all mixed colors, and then I divide them out and I put like the magenta and the red together, and the blue and teal and navy together, and like the purple I put with the magenta. And yeah, I saw this collection, and then in 2013 they did another collection where it was sort of like just solid color plus some stuff at the neck, or solid color and then a matching necklace. And this coral colored one is amazing. I absolutely love it. So they're really pretty floral ones, but they've got these spikes in there as well. And I love it, because I hadn't known what to do with like all the other sequins, the novelty sequins I liked, except for the blue and the aqua and the teal ones. I was like, what am I ever going to use these for? And I saw this and I was like, right, I have black tweed, and I'm actually going to use black tweed for something else, but I do have plain black fabric. So this one looks so Dries Van Noten. I love those autumny warm colors together. It's amazing. Anyway, but this one here, I thought of the ugly sequins that I didn't know what to do with in all these weird shapes. So when I originally had them, I was like, right, I'm going to do beaded trim out of this on a plain black jacket. But now that I'm making boleros, I can make a plain black bolero and just totally cover it in those. So you'll still see the black underneath, but there'll be all these sort of I'm going to use up all of them in one jacket. So yes, it's my mission to absolutely use up everything, but in a good way. And these ones are my mirror ball sequins. So I've got ones that some of them are they're a little bit holographic. Some of them are all different silvers on one silver sequin, and these are the larger holographic ones. So I was thinking of using these on the silver sequin jacket, and making it totally mirrorable, because it's a jacket that's made of silver sequin fabric, so it's already a little bit mirrorable, but I was like thinking of doubling down, but I'm not sure. So maybe I've also got that bolero silver jacket. I could put them on that. I'm not sure, but I'm going to use them all in one jacket, I think. These are sort of transparent. They're not completely see-through. They're sort of vanilla colored when you look at them in one angle, and then the sort of slightly pink when you look at them in the another angle. And I was going to use them in the Rainbow Raindrops jacket in between all the other larger sequins, just so that the whole thing is glittery and shiny. But I actually ended up using them on the second watermelon jacket, and I really like them on that one because you've got that diffused sort of glow from the glass pearls, plus the sparkliness of the that when the light catches the sequins. So there's still quite a few left. I'm not sure what I'm getting. Actually, they look nice on this tweed, don't they? So I don't know. But I love them. They are a lot of work and they're very subtle, but I still like them. And these sequins are more novelty sequins in a sort of mauvey pink. And for some reason, I thought they would go really well with this tweed, but I thought I was going to use them maybe as the triangle on the back of this jacket, but I'm not sure. I think these sequins, the silver and the really, really pale mauve, go well, but I don't think the novelty ones do. I guess I could mix them together, or I don't know. I think I much prefer the round sequins in silver and very, very pale mauve. I thought I was going to use, I sort of thought these ones would work on this. Oh well, because it's going to be the hinge jacket, which is like a little girl, and she loved flowers and, things like that. And there's some little Tinkerbell novelty ones in there. I suppose it doesn't matter if they're a little bit more pink. I've got some sort of bluish mauve flower beads, so I guess I could mix them all in together. I don't know. Well, anyway, that's what I had them sort of earmarked for. But anyway, and these are so yes, I will be using them perhaps in the next month or so. But these are the ones that these are just normal sequins, sort of large, plain, ordinary sequins. And they're the ones that I've been using for the watermelons on the back of this jacket that I just showed you. Goodness, this is me just holding up the jacket, but it's kind of awkward and heavy. And yes, this is not great footage. Hang on a sec. I'll go find some footage of when I actually did it. I think in the past month I've been deleting a little too much footage after I've used it. So I do have this bit here. I love this bit of footage. It was after I just finished. This is the second watermelon that I did. And it's amazing. So yes, all these sequins here, all the different coloured ones, are the ones that I have in a separate, I've got this big Ziploc bag and I just pack them all in that. And so I've done 2, but I still have loads left. So this bag was like full. And so I think I can probably get at least, depends whether I do the huge ones or the regular size ones. I've definitely got at least 3 or 4 more that I can make of like actual watermelon in watermelon colours. So yeah, I'll have to choose my jackets carefully because I don't have an infinite amount, and these are just other pink sequins. If you know the pink Monet jacket that I pulled apart during Vlogmas, it had some of these sequins folded. So what I did was, instead of just using one of those large sequins, I used 3. The bottom one I kept flat, and then the top 2 I sort of stacked. And I had a seed bead in between each one, and they were angled. So it sort of looks like this, I don't know, it was just really sculptural and I liked it. So I'm going to do a pink jacket. Once I've used up more of my pink beads and there's just, a handful of each type of pink bead left, I'm going to do a pink bead jacket, and I'm going to use up all the pink beads, and I'm going to use those large sequins to do with it first, and then I'm going to dot all the beads in between, and that way it won't weigh as heavy overall. And then the fan-shaped ones in pink, I just bought them because they're cute. And these little flower ones here, they look kind of weird before you fold them, but then I stack 2 on top of each other and I sort of squish up the top one and they really look like a flower. Well, in my opinion, they look way more like a flower. And yeah, so I used them on that Doris Day tweed, and I love them. And then I've got, these are pink. Oh, I should have showed you them when I showed you the, the base sequins for the beaded trim. That's what those pink ones are for as well. And yeah, and then I have two different types of, so I have a lot of these pink ones, but I also have a small packet of them because I'm going to maybe use them with my vintage sequins. These two sets here are vintage sequins, and I love them so much. But yeah, I'm a bit precious about them. That's why they still haven't been used in anything. I have to get over it and just use them, because they are lovely. They're just so beautiful. And it's so much fun. I really, really enjoy using them. Like the first of the two golden triangles that I did, that one has a lot of vintage gold sequins in it. And I really enjoy using them. So yes, and there's more here. So I'll definitely have to do more golden triangles, because they're just such a ray of sunshine, that golden triangle one. I love it so much. I just cannot articulate how much I love it. Like I like this one too that I just finished that took absolutely forever. But I mean, look at this. It's so, oh yeah, I still have to do more around the neckline, but that golden one with the vintage gold sequins in there, oh, it's so amazing. Yes, you're amazing too. I feel like I have to love all my jackets, but there are some that I love more than others. Anyway, so yes, I'm really looking forward to using up those vintage sequins, because yeah, sometimes I keep things because they were like really expensive, or they're really rare, or they're really special. And I'm like, no, just use them. It's so much, like, you get so much joy from using something beautiful, like working with it, and yeah, knowing that it's actually part of something. I don't know. These are more vintage sequins, but the problem with these ones is they're kind of totally transparent. So it's, yeah, I really have to pick, and like, I have to choose the moment for these gold ones, because they're just, they're like sort of champagne bubbles or something. They're beautiful. Anyway, so these are loads of other goldish ones. Like the flowers aren't gold, but they've got a gold film over them. So they're all different colours if you look at them at one angle. And see how this one here, it's got a big gold browny orange sequin at the bottom, and then it's got a brown one at the top. Well, I've got two different size flowers, so I was thinking maybe I'll use the do a triangle that has flowers on the bottom and then small flowers on the top. And then these ones here in sort of antique, they're weird. On one side it's kind of rose gold, on the other side it's antique gold, and I use those on the Egyptian tweed jacket. And these ones in silver and gold, there I took apart a beaded trim that didn't work on a black jacket that I had, and then I've got some novelty sequins left. So I'm thinking of redoing the Gucci green jacket, which has gold around the neckline, and I think I'd wear it more if it had gold also around the cuffs and the hem of the jacket. So I sort of have enough. If I pulled off everything that's already on the jacket and I added a lot of these to it, then I would have enough to do the whole of the jacket and not just the neckline. So I think that's what I'm going to do with them. And then I have this bag of just regular size sequins in all different colours. And I've always wanted to make a sequin jacket that is completely made by hand. So it's just going to be netting and thread and thousands of sequins, and I'm going to make the whole thing from scratch. I just think that would be awesome. But also the second watermelon jacket, I said I might use some magenta-y red sequins on the watermelon sections. Well, those were the ones I was thinking of, but I don't know, I kind of like the jacket the way it is now. Anyway, that's it for this storage box full of sequins. I do have other sequins, like there's the large red ones and the large green ones. I'm making that Paco Rabanne emerald out of the emerald large round sequins. There's still the whole of the back to do and a little bit on, back of the sleeves as well. But hopefully, it would be awesome if I could actually get something finished this month. And so next episode, I promise, I will make a new jacket from scratch. But it's been so nice working on these two boho floral and boho keys jackets, and actually not just making a jacket and then not beading it, actually making the jacket then beading it. So I don't know, I think maybe next month I'll do for the whole month I'll just do one long video each week instead of doing 3 short videos and trying to madly rush them out. I think I'll just do one video a week and just do something from start to finish instead of trying to rush out a couple of different videos, because it's really rewarding working on one thing for a really long time and just doing loads and loads of detail. Still a lot to do, but it's been really good fun. So anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've been inspired to go through your collection of things or make something special for yourself. Thanks again for watching, and happy sewing.